Hello and welcome back, and thanks for joining me again, musician on a motorbike. Now in today's thought from the saddle, we are now up to episode 4. I want to talk about why slower can feel better. Now slowing down isn't about losing something. It's so often about recovering what speed quietly takes away. Now this is just my view, but I've been thinking about this a lot lately, about why slower can sometimes feel better. It's simple and it's unforced. Now speed has so often promised more, but I have found it often delivers less. Don't get me wrong, I'm an excitable person. I love speed. I like opening up the throttle and enjoying the twists and the bends just like anybody else. But what I've also learned is, as I reflect, is that speed suggests freedom. It suggests progress, that next big bike we're going to get. It suggests excitement. But so often, it simply narrows attention. We get so caught up in the speed, we almost adapt to the speed itself. And then we want to go faster. And once we've gone faster, we want to go faster still. And that can be both disappointing when we're never really satisfied what we're looking for, but it can be quite risky as well. Now, viewer discretion is advised for the next clip. It's more of a safety thing, but this is what speed could, for some, look like. No, it's okay. Musician on a motorbike is still here. That was just an example of how the addiction of speed can sometimes consume us a bit more. Almost like this puddle might consume me if I'm not careful. I said it was any bike's a winter bike. If this doesn't prove it, I don't know what does. Good, we didn't sink. I thought I was going to have to get the oars out then. Right, back to the episode 4. When I slow down, apart from safety aspects aside, I notice that my awareness widens. I can see so much more of what's going on around me. I notice wildlife. I notice nature. If I'm in a city, I'll notice building constructions, maybe older buildings that might be difficult to notice if you are just rushing through. In the country, like here, I can see fields, I can see trees, I can see hedges. And the changing seasons change the colours. It's so much easier to see when you slow down. There's less demand on you as well, which makes it even more enjoyable. It lets the ride enter you rather than you chasing the ride. I also think that your senses are restored as well. There's an old expression which used to say, don't ride faster than your angel can fly. I think really what it's saying is, don't ride outside of your ability. Now, I'm not putting down skills and I'm not being anti-speed. Please don't think that's wrong. But at a gentler place, I notice things that the senses pick up, like the temperature, the smell of the damp roads. I think there was a point where I could even smell someone had lit their fire. And you can feel the bike beneath you. It's not just the ride, but it's just the presence, actually enjoying the present moment. Slower riding, I think, quietly says things like, I don't need to prove anything today. This isn't a test. Just being able to ride is enough. I think actually that I'm talking about riding, but there's much of life like this. How many times in our lives do we feel rushed to push on to the next thing, to get the next task done, to miss lunch because we think there's a deadline to meet, or to do whatever, but sometimes when we slow down, we get to enjoy so much more. Now there's a difference between urgency and intention. As we live these work lives, or even just things that we have to do urgently, that we feel the need to push on. I'm not saying we should just sit back and relax and do nothing, that's not the case at all. But sometimes we just get lost in it all. It's like the speed. The more speed we have, the more we want. The more we want, the more we get. The more we get, the more we get used to it, and then the more we want again. It's just consistent. Life's like that. And even when we try to relax, that can become performance. We go to the gym. We just feel we need to do something on the ride. We need to go far to enjoy it. We've talked about the benefits of short rides, or I've alluded to that before. Now, slower riding, I'd like to I've reflected on this. I feel it's intentional. It's not lazy, just it's something that we can do by intentionally going slow and enjoying it and embracing it. You see, you choose the pace. Just stay with it, and the more you do it, the more you get used to it. You might arrive unchanged to wherever you're going, but I do believe that you are slightly more restored. But as I said already, it's not anti-speed, or am I no more anti-skill or anti-fun. It's about just recognising sometimes what we need today. Speed fits other days. There are times when actually it is good fun. But I'm just talking about why slower can feel better. What do you think? Have you noticed that sometimes when you slow down on the bike, everything else seems to catch up? And what does slow enough look like for you? Appreciate if you've got any thoughts to share them in the comments. It's not just me that reads them, but other people enjoy them and see them too. Anyway, thanks for joining me today on today's episode of A Thought from the Saddle. I look forward to catching up with you in due course. Take care, ride safe, and bye for now.